Hello, everyone. This is Tasha, and you're having conversation with Miss Reed. We're here today talking about PVALLEY Season 2, Episode 1, Pussyland. So, I just did a recap of Season 1, all 8 episodes, just to get us started with Season 2, because I didn't review Season 1, but I want to review Season 2 and any seasons thereafter. So, on some of our episodes, we will be joined by other guests that I've already had on the show, because we all watch the show. But Season 2, Episode 1 has already aired, and I wanted to go ahead and get this one out so that we can be ready for tomorrow's episode, which will be Season 2, Episode 2. So, with that, we're going to get into it. So, PVALLEY starts off where we have a guy. It seems like they're having a little birthday party for some kids at their house and stuff. And the kids are running all over the room, like normally kids do. But it's late at night, so that's why I was like, okay, why these kids ain't asleep? So I wasn't sure if, like, okay, are these kids, you guys' kids, after the actual party? Or maybe they were just visiting. You know how sometimes you go to, like, Disney World and you bring kids and stuff? Because it looked like they were in a hotel, too. But whatever. But anyways, the guy that's the dad that's on there, he plays on The Chi. So for anybody that watches The Chi, this is their last season soon. I can't wait for that to come out because that was a very good show as well. But he played the dad on there, and he's known for always having his big old earpiece in his ear, which is hilarious. So he always has his earpiece in, and he's doing, talking on the phone that way. So he's the dad on this show as well, it seems like. But, okay. So we start off with him, and he's telling his wife that, I gotta run out, to the store, 7-Eleven. So he goes out, and so he's at a four-way stop with an intersection or a stop sign where you have a big poster board of Patrice Woodbine, which is Mercedes' mom, and her church and stuff. And then you have like one of the sign people, because you can see, sometimes I live in Atlanta, so sometimes at the stop sign or at the traffic light, you have sign people out there, just dancing and, I guess promoting the business that they work for. So it's a girl. She's standing out there with a big old sign pointing towards PVALLEY, or AKA Pussyland. And he's trying to make a decision. You got the devil and the angel on one side. And so, of course, being the human that he is, he went towards Pussyland. So, okay, he pulled up. It's like a drive-up car wash. I thought this was pretty cool, though. So they pull up, and you have Big L and what's her name, Autumn, standing out there, and you have a list of whatever you can get. So it's like a car wash, you can get like a wax and all this other extra stuff. So you pay whatever. He made sure he let them know he did not want a receipt, and he wanted to pay cash. So he didn't want no paper trail. So smart man. So okay, he goes through. You start driving through and stuff, and then you can see. And they have it set up very nice. And you can see, some women in cages, and they're dancing, seductive and stuff. And then as he's driving through, here goes big old Uncle Clifford, child. And he's my favorite. Uncle Clifford comes out, and then he like, oh hell no, this ain't what I signed up for. So he tried to bag out, and then Uncle Clifford's like, boo, don't be trying to bag out. Just come on and get this experience. So he talks and convinces the man to stay, and he walks away, and there's a woman standing, behind him, bent over. So, of course that made him, be like, okay, you know what, I guess I will stay. So, she performs a little bit, and then as you keep driving through, you got the girls on the car, and they actually are washing at least some parts of the car, or maybe not even really washing, and just like being wet, so that they're all over the car, being sexy or whatever. And then as you keep driving through, and I guess this is the end, you get the Mercedes experience. So Mercedes is there. And honey, Mercedes is flawless on the damn horsey. And she's doing her acrobatics like she normally do. So this put the man in a real good mood where he at the point that he out here jacking off. So he winds up, getting his experience. And then we have Uncle Clifford that comes up, knock on the window like, here go your weed wings, they complimentary, and have a bottle of Clorox wipes, and he points towards the man's dashboard, letting him know like, yeah, boo, if you didn't notice, you just let off a load right there on your dashboard. So he just like all embarrassed or whatever. So, and then Uncle Clifford just sort of walks off and then looks in the camera, and she go ahead and blink. So then we go into the introduction with our song, down in the valley where the girls get naked. I love this song, y'all. I don't even be knowing half the stuff. 1, 2, break 'em, 3, 4, break 'em. So, okay, they all there talking after everything, and so they're waiting for Autumn is, tallying up and paying everybody their money and stuff. So of course, Mercedes is still, it's a struggle bus, because at this point we're dealing with COVID. So that's what took them so long to come back anyway, because we all dealt with COVID. So they were off for so long, because of the restrictions and everything. So and this is the reason why they have Pussy Land out in like a car wash. So it's not contact, as far as how the CDC, how their rules were and stuff when everything first started happening. But anyways, get back to the show. So they're there, and Autumn is paying all the, strippers that are still hanging in there, paying them, and you can hear Uncle Clifford hollering for her to come on back and stuff and finish off what she was gonna do. So they talking on the inside, and Autumn, confront Uncle Clifford like, where's the money I gave you? I gave you like $150,000, and then I gave you, some extra cash and stuff. And like you said, I had to pay these bitches. They wasn't gonna be working here for free. You still have to give them some kind of money. So, they having a disagreement, and Autumn is like, we need to hire some more girls. We can't just be living off of, Mercedes. Mercedes is getting worn out because, she's sort of hurting. She having shoulder pains or, whatever. So she's saying, like, we need to hire some other girls that's going to attract more people. And so while they're in there talking, you can hear the other ladies outside, fussing and stuff. But they were really cheering because they were watching the news, and they saw that in Mississippi they had lifted the restrictions. So now businesses could reopen and stuff. So they was like, oh yeah, we're going to have a I think it was 3 reads, maybe it was 4, reopening of the paint. So they was excited about that, and as they was watching stuff, then of course it got sad because they were talking about how Mayor Ruffin, aka Isaiah Washington, and I don't know why this man just cannot get himself together, and he was up there and they was talking about how he passed away from COVID. So, and that's because I guess he had some issues on the show and turned around and wound up being let go. So they have an interim in his place. So that's where that all came from. But you know what? I had to think. I got it all wrong backwards. It was literally Autumn and Uncle Clifford wasn't talking about the hiring of new people until after they saw the whole, thing with Clifford now. So, okay. Then we go on to the next scene, which we go to a woman pulling up in her driveway. And, when COVID did first happen, it was really, really, and I'm sure it's still tough on our medical personnel and stuff. And has to go out to them people because they not only trying to take care of us and the people that are out here still being, ignorant or being stubborn, and they have to go home and worry about their own families too. So, my heart breaks for them all the time. And still does. So, okay, we get to her, and it turns out to be Andre's wife. But anyways, she pulled into her driveway, into the garage, and they have it set up where she, is getting undressed down there. She takes her shower and stuff because she don't want her husband to get what it is that she could have with COVID, working in it all day long and stuff. And then you can see that, her face is irritated from the mask because before we all was able to get PPE, people were actually having to reuse, just spray them down with Lysol and reuse these same masks. It was ridiculous because we didn't have any proper PPE or enough PPE for our medical personnel. So her face has you can see she has embedded in there from having a mask on. So she has to go upstairs because I guess they have a rule. She had been calling Andre, but he's not answering the phone because he's steady. You can see that he ain't doing nothing. He got his facial hair all on grew out and everything, and he's sitting in there playing a game on the TV and stuff. And she's frustrated because she's like, I've been calling you to see, if you had got the milk that I wanted. So she came upstairs where I guess she really wasn't living in the regular part of the house to keep from him getting it. She went upstairs to get milk, and she noticed on his phone that he had a whole bunch of missed calls, and one of them was the lady that was working for Mayor Ruffin. And then of course she was like, and somebody named Haley. Who is Haley? So he runs over there and snatches his phone and stuff, obvious as fuck. But anyways, he snatches the phone, and then he calls the mayor's secretary, and she let him know that, he has passed away and stuff. And so now Andre wants to go back to Mississippi because they live in Atlanta. Go back to Mississippi to, attend or show his respects. And his wife is having a problem with that. So, rightfully so, because she's like, I don't know what this could do to you. We don't really know what this is. And this was at the height of COVID. So, okay. He promises that he won't go to the funeral, that he was just going to go just to show his respects, and that's it. So we flip from that, and we get on over to Miss Patrice Woodbine, child. And I tell you, her business is booming because she had cars lined up, even in the rain, and she's giving out food in her CD. So it must be a CD where she's pastoring on, and then she's just passing it out to people since, people can't be together. So she's still trying to make her business work, child. And then from there, we go on over to DJ Never Scared, and we have him and Lil Murder at Lil Murder's little place. He got a decent little apartment and stuff, so they in there working on some beats and some new music and everything. And I think I saw that another YouTuber and stuff had said that in real life that the guy that plays Lil Murder, he actually used to be a drum major, so he knows how to play the drum. So he has a bucket where he is drumming on and stuff to a beat, that they were working on. And so I was like, that's pretty cool. I like that. And so we get a knock at the door, and Lil Murder's still doing his thing on the side because he still has to make a living. And it's a guy outside that's buying some product from him, let's say. And as the guy's walking away and everything, a car is pulling up. So I was like, oh shit. Right away, I was like, oh, somebody about to shoot our boy up. Lord have mercy. And we just starting off. So as the car is creeping up slowly, Lil Murder reaches, behind him, and he has a gun in there in his back, in his back of his pants and stuff. So the guy, friendly, he rolls down the window and asks me we're gonna get another, song from him and everything. And so Lil Murder relaxes a little bit because the guy do a pump, the righteous fist that the Black Panthers did, and he puts that out, and Lil Murder do it too. But then as you see a guy in the back, he sits up and make his face visual to Lil Murder. So Lil Murder is just looking at him. So obviously he know him. And so we're thinking that is the guy that he fought on season 1 when he had the issue with Lil Maine the night that they was debuting his actual song, and he got kicked out of the club for fighting. So I think his name was Pico. So that dude is coming back. So we're gonna have some problems with him. So okay, from there we go on over to Autumn kicking the sheets in her bed because somebody in the other room is getting their sex on. What I thought. So come to find out, it's Mercedes in the other room pleasing herself. And sometimes you just gotta do that because she's a grown ass woman. And like she said, Maine done got locked up, which he was the guy on the first season that, the little drug dealer that was cute out there, it's fine. So he was working on the car when we saw him and stuff. So she was saying, shit, he done messed around, got his ass locked up. So she said, as soon as the first dick come around, she jumping on that thing. And so Autumn is talking to her. So they living together. So Autumn is living in Mercedes' house. And Autumn is talking to her saying that we need to hire some more girls. And Mercedes not with it. She like, come on now, it's barely enough work for us because of what's going on. We don't need to hire some more females because they're gonna take the business. So Autumn is saying like, we need new and fresh meat. So, and then you heard like Mercedes is having issues with her shoulders and stuff, but whatever. So okay, we go from there. And then we flip over to see what Mississippi is doing. And Lord, child. Miss Mississippi, she done hooked up her basement, look like, and got it where it's an intimate type of dance for people. So I guess they probably just log on and they can, get the Mississippi experience. And, she's still beautiful as ever. And you see her baby daddy upstairs, Derek, with the baby and stuff. But I could have sworn on season 1, they had more than one child. So, but you only see the one child. He's sitting there feeding the baby and stuff. But he seems attentive to his child. But he's just an asshole, period. And he look like a wolf because he got all his facial hair, his hair done grew out and everything. So, he's talking to her, saying that he watched her show, and he watches everything. I'm like, ugh, if that's not creepy. But she trying to keep the situation mellow. And he said, he had an interview or something coming up, and they were disagreeing, like, who's gonna watch the baby, this, that, and the other. So I can go on the interview and stuff, and because she had another show to do, and so they trying to figure it out. But I can't wait to see what we gonna do. I really want them to like deep dive into the whole situation with Mississippi. How them two got together, first off. Because it just seems so opposite. But I just want to know, like, how those two got together and how did it come about where he just felt that he owned her to be beating on her and stuff like that. I'm like, come on, girl. But anyway, people in their situations. So, okay, we go from there, and then we get on over to Mercedes. So, Mercedes do have a gym, and it seems like Autumn helped her with that. So that was a good thing. So Autumn helped her with a gym, and it's not all the way set up and everything, but she's on the like a Zoom call with her girls, little dancers and stuff, and they were breaking the news, letting her know that their mothers don't, they can't afford for them to go. I mean, a lot of people got laid off with COVID, so a lot of people don't have any money. So she was just trying to tell them, like, y'all need to let y'all mothers know that y'all subscription or y'all membership fees are coming up and everything. And they were letting her know, like, nobody's going to be able to go, and not even her daughter, Terica. So, I hate that for her. So then we get to Uncle Clifford and Big L. They at the paint job, and they done hooked up the Paradise Room. They revamped it, did it over and everything, looking all nice and stuff. And then while they sitting in there, while they were working on stuff, they could hear things, people that's really in tune and believe in a lot of ghosts and stuff like that. I think they was thinking like Montavious ghost done came back to haunt their asses while they was in the Paradise Room. So, but it was Autumn that came in, and child, Uncle Clifford had a damn hammer. They was about to beat the brakes off her ass. So she was saying how she loved it and stuff, but then she noticed on the wall some red, and then, like she said, red still, blood bleeds through. So they need to paint that room red so nobody could notice. So yeah, that's gonna have to happen. So okay, from there we go on over to not P Murder, Lord have mercy. Lil Murdy. It is so funny. Lil Murder at the funeral home checking on Bodie, which was supposed to be his manager. And so, let me go back. Keyshawn, aka Mississippi, is still working for the guy that was trying to recruit them in the strip club in season 1. So she's working for him or whatever. So okay. Lil Murder's at the funeral home where Wody worked at. And I don't understand why the fuck Wody was inside of a casket. I mean, he was in a casket, just, maybe taking a nap. I don't know. So Lil Murder walked in and he was calling them and stuff. So Lil Wody opened up the casket and came out of it, and Lil Murder damn near shot his motherfucking head off. I was cracking up. He was like, nigga, like, really, who is in the middle of the day or night or morning, anytime, laying up inside of a damn casket? Lord have mercy. I couldn't do shit but laugh on that. So okay, we go from there. And then we wait a second. Sorry, y'all. Had some technical difficulty going on. My cell phone, people calling me and everything. But anyway, let's get back to it. So, okay, we go from there. Then we flash over to Andre at the funeral home, viewing Mayor Rufford's body and stuff. It was so funny. I saw an article that Isaiah Washington had said, like, what the fuck, y'all just call me back on season 2 just to kill me off. I'm like, well, take that as your last check, because you don't know how to keep your mouth shut. So, because he was on Grey's Anatomy and he got fired from there for saying some, derogatory things towards somebody that played on there who was gay in real life. So, everybody's entitled to their own opinion on whatever, but you gotta be mindful of how you say things or what you say to people, because people do have feelings, and you gotta be careful of what you say about people. So, okay. Anyways, we go from there, and Autumn is there and stuff, and shows up, and her and Andre talk and stuff, and Lord child, Andre and Autumn sort of just pick up where they left off at. Child is about to start kissing and getting things going. So then we go to the funeral, and they got they laid. I loved it. It was that pretty green, and then they had Sam Cooke playing. I mean, you can't never go wrong with a Sam Cooke song because, oh my goodness, them songs, child, I love them. So okay, they had on the pretty lime green, and everybody just walking. I must have been his favorite color, whatever. Everybody just looked beautiful. It just it was perfect. It just looked so beautiful. And so we go from there. They had a celebration of life, and then we got Uncle Clifford looking regular, with his grandma, Miss Loretta Devine, and she a hot mess. Talk about stuff. I need you to watch because they airing the funeral is live broadcasting or whatever. So she listening to it because she's blind. So she's telling him to come in there and watch it for her so she could know. And she asked, I guess he got all these baby mamas, and she asked is one of the baby mamas there. And he said no. She was like, oh shit, okay, let's go then. That means we need to go because she can cook some good chitlins. Let's go pick up us some chitlins. I was like, I don't know if anybody ever has. I'm sure people don't have chitlins because people in my family eat chitlins. But I cannot get past the smell. My aunt, rest her soul, she used to cook chitlins in the family. So I just can't. And that woman cleaned them. I mean, literally cleaned them so good from, I guess, as much as you could clean them. But they still had that smell. And I'm like, who would eat anything that smelled like that? For the longest time, I couldn't even eat fish because I didn't like how fresh it smelled. But anyways, back to PVALLEY. So they having a service and everything for mayor. Now we're going over to Keyshawn and her sorry baby daddy, and she's talking about how she needs to get to the store. But prior to that, she went in there to the baby's room and up there taking diapers, clean diapers, new unused diapers, and put them in the diaper genie, and making it seem like she need to, I guess, go to the store. That was her way to get out the house. I said, but God dang, are you being held hostage? Because how you can't go to the store when you need to go to the store whenever you feel like it? What the fuck? But anyways, prior to that, she's on the phone talking to Lil Murder, and he trying to, link back up with her and say, like, we need to go do some tours or whatever. We need to get back out there. Things is opening up. So she was like, no, I wonder how she had things going now. It's working for her, so she ain't want to do it. And I guess he owed her some money, so she was like, bring me my money then, nigga. And then she just hang up, like, nah, I don't want to do it. So while she was on her way to the store, she called Gidget. Her and Gidget on the phone talking. So Gidget, her mother done passed away. Because on season 1, Gidget was taking care of Mom. So she is not, she's not on at the Pink no more. So they was on the phone talking and everything. And as Keyshawn was walking up into the store, she see Diamond. Diamond is working there as a bouncer and making sure people understand they need to wear a mask to go inside the store. And she didn't have one on. While she was walking up, he was manhandling somebody that was trying to get in the store without a mask on, and he was beating the brakes on this. Well, not beating him up, but it was like manhandling him, saying like, you can't come in here. You know the signs say you gotta wear a mask. And so Keyshawn started talking to him and trying to plead her case about how she want to go in there just to get some stuff. And then she trying to explain, apologize of what happened on season 1 when she pulled a damn gun on our boy. And I mean, he's just like, you know what, I ain't trying to hear it. You with your baby daddy, you like getting your ass whooped, just go on and stay with your baby daddy, because ain't nobody gonna keep putting their neck on the line and your ass is gonna stay where you at. So okay, we get from there and then we get back over to the, I would say it's the repast. So everybody's all hanging out on the porch, eating and stuff and talking. We got Uncle Cliff pulled over because don't forget now his grandma wanted to play the chitlins, so she give the woman a Tupperware bowl to go get her grandma some chitlins. But She pulled up with her lime green long hunted, looking beautiful. And I love that mask and them shades that go get. I mean, she looked good. The damn hair being laid. I said she got on some shoulder pads from out this word on that jacket, but it's lime green. The boots. I'm a sucker for boots. That's why I love Mary J. Blige so much. I just always say, I bet you if you go in her closet, you will see all kinds of boots laid up. So, okay, while they talking and stuff, the interim mayor walks up. And, I guess, the show his respects and stuff. And he's just talking and everybody. But I'm sitting here like, I don't know if he going to be somebody we need to be pissed off with or not. So, we'll see. Because he was saying how he want to keep the mayor's dream alive, opening that casino. So I guess we will see, child. So then we have what's her name, Miss Mississippi, going on, and she out home, and she get her in the bed with her baby, and she telling her telling the baby a little bedtime story. And it sort of seemed like it's a true story about her life, talking about herself and her mother, was a little girl. And her mom didn't do right or whatever, but the baby was crying and everything. So she got in bed with her, and she wanted her hair longer or something like that. And she said that she was punished by her mother, and her mother locked her up in a room. So I think, little by little, we're going to start seeing what Mississippi life was like and everything, which was sad if that's what she went through. But then, God, I can't say because I didn't experience those things, but we know people do go through things like that. And I have children of my own, and I just can't imagine doing them like that and making them feel that way. I got my grandbaby, and when my daughter, she get in trouble and stuff by her mom or dad, it hurt my little feelings because, I know she's so damn sweet. But, what's her name? We get on over what's her name? Yeah, we get over to Mercedes and Autumn. They sit in the house and Autumn child watching. She into the TV show where she watching. And she yelling and talking shit to the TV like most of us do when we watch it, especially me when I'm watching a Lifetime movie. Like, bitch, get your ass out of there. Common sense to tell you not to go in that room. But anyways, and while she doing that, Mercedes is on her phone and see that a job has posted, a job available for the bank has posted after she told Autumn not to do it. So she done posted for some more girls now, y'all. So can't wait to see these females. And then after that, we have Mississippi call Lil Murder to let him know that she is going to be. She with it. She wants them to do the tour. So that makes him happy because he ready to get back out there and make some money. He want to get out of there. He wants to get out of the hood. I think he feels that something bad is getting ready to happen. And I feel him 100%. It's time to go. Because you don't know what's going to pop off. So, and that ends P-Valley Pussyland Season 2, Episode 1. And as we do this, because this is my first time reviewing the show, so as we continue to do this, hopefully I get better. I appreciate anybody that's listening and your critiques or whatever. And again, if you like to be on and you like P-Valley, hit me up. I watch it every week, and then we will review it every week and drop the episode. So until then, everybody enjoy.